So because I wholeheartedly regret missing the opportunity to see SB19 live in New York, I have been really looking forward to seeing some sort of live performance where they're actually on stage, particularly performing Gento, which I think it just has tremendous energy in the actual song, and even in their Wish Bus performance has tremendous energy. So I'm like, how much more energy, like how cool would this be to see live? Well, I missed that opportunity in New York, being in New York myself, but here we have something kind of similar where it's not exactly the same. I'm not in the crowd, but we're watching a crowd filming of their performance live from the Philippines at the Pepsi. I think it was the Pepsi Pulse. I guess is like a concert that Pepsi puts on. This is just a cultural question because I don't live in the Philippines, obviously. I see a lot going on with like SB19 and Pepsi, and I've seen just a lot in general with Pepsi in the Philippines. Are you guys like solo Pepsi, or do you guys have Coca-Cola brands down there as well? So I'm totally curious. This is just a cultural question that I'm curious about. But if you're new to the channel, my name is Jacob Restituto, and I'm a musician from Northport, New York. New York, yes. Again, I regret not seeing them when they came to New York. Last time I was in a different state. This time it just wasn't able to work out schedule-wise. So we have the next best thing. We have a performance for them live. So let's see what we can talk about. Let's see what we got. And if you're new to the channel, I got a ton of SB19 content on here as well as my own music. So let's see what we got. SB19. Whoa. They are incredible. It is incredible to see the quality that is coming from these phones. Like, they are so far away. See, I had clicked this video, and obviously when you click a video it starts playing, so I assumed that they were going to run up to the crowd, but no, they just zoomed in, and I'm incredibly impressed with how good the quality of the sound and the video is. It's insane these days what you could do with phones. It's a little bit of a shaky cam, more than I realized. One thing I gotta say is the animation in their voice that they have during their recording. Like when you listen to the recording, you hear the animation in their voice. You hear like the way that they intonate their voice and give us like almost like right there was a bit of like a squeaky voice. It, like, like he doesn't normally speak like that, right? But like it's this animation that he's putting on in the actual performance, which is really cool. But you a lot of times you lose that when the artist goes live, because in the studio you have perfect settings. You have, an air-conditioned room. You have a perfect quiet studio. You could do 700 takes if you really wanted to. Live, it's a lot harder to do that. So I always find it really impressive when the energy in the recording is matched by the energy in the live performance. With whether it be, like for example, one thing I don't love is like when artists will like have like a cool moment where like, for example, like Ed Sheeran's song Thinking Out Loud, right? And I'm going to use this example, but I think Ed actually does this. But one thing hypothetically that I wouldn't like is, that part where he goes, "Baby, I'm dancing in the dark." Oh, actually, that's perfect. So no, this Thinking Out Loud is, "So baby now, take me into your loving arms," right? So babe, when he says baby, in the recorded version, there's a growl in his voice. There's grit. His voice breaks up and gives this like kind of growly kind of sound. And hypothetically, what would bother me is like if he has it in the recording but is not able to reproduce that live, because like that's such like a integral part of the track where it's like all the emotion is there. Like you feel the broken up vocal, right? And then sometimes artists don't do that live. Now Ed actually does, so I think that's cool. But like, so the example of that would be here, like, the squeaky, like this intonation in his voice. It's not just like him singing. He's like really like kind of changing the way his voice sounds. And it's cool to see that it's actually happening also in the live performance. So 30 seconds in and I already have a 3-minute rant. So if you're new, I like to talk about what I'm seeing, man. Oh man, okay, this is a significantly more shaky video than I watched. Like 30 seconds of it. I went to the center of the video to see how the quality of the sound was. I didn't realize it was so shaky, so if you can handle this, I apologize. It's shakier than I expected. And this, I guess, is where I thought that they were running to the stage. All right, let's fast forward 20 seconds, or 5 seconds. There we go, okay. Oh, that's cool. You can hear the crowd in there. So part of the reason I actually chose this video as opposed to like one, there aren't any professional Pepsi videos released yet, but part of the reason I actually chose this video is because you kind of almost get like a behind the scenes feel to it, where you see obviously all the, you know, the crowd, the people singing, but you get to see the lights, which I think is really cool, all the laser lights that are going on. But I also really like the fact that you get to see the crane camera, because it shows the level of production that's going on right here, and which I think is really exciting for SB19, because like it's not like a small little concert. Like these have these huge, like, you know how much. So I almost rented actually for my concert when I did a concert back in about a year ago, a little over a year ago actually, by a couple of days. And the cameras were probably one of the most expensive parts of the show. And they offered me a crane camera, probably a quarter of the size of this. Like it was not even close. And it like was significantly more expensive if I wanted a crane camera. This is like a 30-foot crane camera. So this thing, I guarantee at minimum, and this is a very minimum number, that one piece of equipment to use is $10,000 to $15,000 easily. If not, I would just that one camera. I bet is that much. If not more. There's so many technical things to bet. If one thing, you know, the insurance on that thing, if something goes wrong. But if that all being said, like, it just shows the level that they're at, because like, you know, of course, you know, they're not putting on this concert. They were asked to play. Pepsi's putting on this concert. But like, if Pepsi's spending all this money to put on this show with this high level of production, then they're going to bring acts that can support that high level of production. I think it's really cool for SB19 that they're considered at that level at this point, which is really cool. It's unreal how they can sing and dance around like that. Oh, that's cool. How they all go up when Pablo comes down. Like you can almost like okay, it's my turn, and they pop up, and that's actually really that's very cool actually. Dude, his voice in this low part comes across so sick. Like just this like growl. It's like so low, and I don't even know how he does it. I think it's so cool. What's also cool to see is the fact that they have a bunch of other dancers kind of doing it with them. Not kind of, but the fact that they have other dancers doing the whole dance with them. It's not just them anymore. They have a whole team behind them, which is pretty remarkable. Dude, his rap is so sick. I also saw a clip of them practicing, and I was like looking at all his tattoos, and I'm like, man, I want to go get more tattoos. Like, it like inspired the tattoo phase in me. Like, I'm like, man, I just want more tattoos. They look good. They look great. It's crazy, man. That is a sick shot right there. You can see all the dynamics of the colors and all the things going on. That's a cool shot. Like the smoke, the lasers, like so much going on, man. That's a sick shot. Nice. There's that slowdown that we saw from Simon's video. Flute is so sick. See the crowd going crazy is so cool, man. Dude, the quality of this video is crazy. Dude, I don't know how they learn all these dance moves and everything, and then perform, and then have to do it for like a bunch of other tracks is so crazy. The amount of work they put in. Their rhythm is so good. Dude, so crazy. So crazy, man. What a killer performance by them. They really, really crushed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. It was cool to watch. Again, I regret not going to see them in concert. But hopefully they'll come around next time. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jacob Restituto. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace out.